Hello everybody. Welcome you all at Learning is Fun with Prajnaparamita. I am again with you with very important video lesson, and today's lesson is very important for you because in my last video I have already discussed where and how to use simple present perfect tense, but there is a problem there. Sometimes you may get confused where to use simple past and where to use simple present perfect. So in this video, I am going to tell you how you can easily recognize the situation where to use simple past and where to use simple present perfect tense. So stay with me till the end to know everything and to get rid of any type of confusion you have in your mind. First of all, look at the situation here. I am giving you two pictures. That is, a person has lost his key without key, and next he found it. And how you can explain this situation? Here, you can say that Peter lost his key, but he has found it now. In this situation, you find that a person who lost his key and he found it later. So, where do we use simple past tense and where do we use simple present perfect tense? This is I am going to tell you. Here, you find that Peter lost his key. This is an example of simple past tense. Yes, this is correct. And here now Peter has found his key, and this is the example of simple present perfect tense. Now, what is the difference while using these two type of tense? Here, there is a main point is that we use simple present perfect tense when we are talking that something has happened and we are thinking of past together with present. This is very important. In case of simple present perfect tense, we actually think of past, but we are thinking of past together with present, and its effect on present. We actually talking about the effect of that thing of that past in your present. So in that time, you have to choose simple present perfect tense, but here you find simple past tense, that is something has happened, that is something happened, not has happened, that tells only about past. When you are talking about past, you emphasize the past, that is cause, not the effect. When you are emphasizing effect, that is you are thinking of past together with present, you have to use simple present perfect tense. But while you are using only thinking about past, that is cause, you have to use simple past tense. Let's see the example again. Here, Peter lost his keys, but he has found it now. Here you find simple past focusing on past cause. This is important. When we are focusing on the past cause, you have to use simple past tense. But if we are focusing on present result, that is the cause was lost of key, but the result is that here we are focusing on the result that we have, he has found it. Now we have to use present perfect tense. Here are the that you find that he has lost his key at some time in past, but now the present situation is that he has found it. That is, this is now, and it is his present situation. Now, more difference. This is very vital when we are thinking about expectation and reality. We have to use simple past tense. That is, here we use simple past tense to refer to a belief that has just been shown to be true or false. In case of your expectation or the reality, you have to use simple past tense instead of present perfect tense. Let's see the examples again. Here, it's not as big as I expected. Here you have to use simple past tense. Now you never use as I have expected. This is not the correct use. And more example like that. But you promised. Here also you do not say but you have promised, because this is an expectation or reality situation, and in that situation you have to use simple past tense instead of present perfect one. And here also, you are older than I thought. That is, here also you do not use than I have thought. So in these cases, you have to use simple past instead of present perfect. Here, another important and vital thing, that is, if the noun in case of both present perfect and simple past tense is different, then you have to choose either of these tense very cautiously. So what is the area? Let's see. Now is different. Here is a comparison structure for you. This structure will help you a lot to understand the things more easily. That is, they have gone away. They will be back on Friday. That means that person, they are now not at home, they are gone away. But the similar sense, if we say that they went away, but they are back at home now. Here, in both of these sentences, you find the noun is different. Now, in the first part of that is where I have used simple present perfect tense. There now is that the situation is that they are not at home. But in the second sentence where I have used went, the past form of the verb go verb, there I have to tell you that that person already come back home. So now is different. When now is different, you have to choose this structure, either simple past tense or present perfect tense, very cautiously. Here also more example for you. This example also help you to understand this thing more clearly. That is, it has stopped raining now, so we can go out. Here the present situation is that the now is, I am talking about the present situation, that is the rain has stopped. But it stopped raining for a while, but now it's raining again. Here you find the present condition is that it is raining again. So you have to explain the previous examples or previous experience, that is rain stop, in a simple past tense. So here it is, it isn't raining now, so you have to use simple present perfect tense here. But here it has hasn't stopped. It has stopped, but start raining again. So you have to use simple past tense here. Now, more examples. We can use present perfect for a new or recent happening. So this is a very common thing when we are talking about a new or present happening. We have to use simple present perfect tense. That is, here I have repaired the washing machine. It's working now. Here I have performed the action very recently. Shelly has had a baby. It's a boy. Here also all these things I'm talking about very recent and very new thing. But We use simple past if the things are not new or recent, and the similar thing is here. If the happenings or if the experience are not new or very recent, then we have to use simple past tense instead of present perfect tense. So let's see the examples again. Here, my mother grew up in Italy. So here, you may not say or you never say has grown up in Italy. This is not correct use because it's not the recent thing or the new thing. Similarly, here more comparison structure for you. I think this PPT and PowerPoint presentation and structure, all these are I try to give you may help you a lot to understand everything more clearly. So here also, do you know somebody has invented a new type of washing machine here? I'm talking about a very recent invention, but if I am talking about who invented the telephone here also, I am not talking about a recent thing. It is a past, someone in past was invented telephone. So here you have to use simple past tense. But when we are talking about a very recent thing, you have to use present perfect tense. Similarly, we use present perfect to give new information as I have told you earlier, but there is a twist here. What is that twist? That is, if we are continuing or if we continue to talk about that thing, we normally use simple past. That is a very interesting twist here. What is that? Let's see the examples first. Here, oh, I have burned myself. Here, how did you do that? And not, have you done? So here, if when I'm giving a new information, I have to use simple present perfect tense. But if I am continuing to talk about that thing, you have to use simple present past tense instead of perfect one. That is, I picked a hot dish here, not have picked. Look at first when I'm talking about my experience and I'm giving that information, I have to use present perfect tense. But after that, I am explaining my experience. So later part, when I'm continuing to talk about that experience, in all these cases, you find I picked a hot dish here, not have picked. So you have to use simple past there. Again, another important thing when we are talking about finish time, that is something yesterday, 10 years later, 10 minutes ago. When I'm talking about finish time, we do not use present perfect. Instead of that, in that situation, you have to use simple past tense. So let's see the examples again. Here, it was very cold yesterday. Not has been cold yesterday, because here you find yesterday I'm talking about a finish time. More examples like this. Paul and Lucy arrived 10 minutes ago. We do not say have arrived because 10 minutes ago I'm talking about a finish time. Did you eat a lot of sweets when you were a child? Here also, have you eaten? It is not a correct use. Similarly here, I have got home late last night. I was very tired and went straight to bed. In these examples also, in that situation, actually I am talking about finish time. So hence I am talking about finish time. I have to use or we have to use simple past tense instead of present perfect. So here, use past to ask when or what time. When we are talking about when or what time, you definitely use simple past instead of present perfect. So let's see the examples again. Here, When did your friend arrive? Here I'm talking about the time, that is when. So you have to use did, that is simple past tense. Never use have arrived. Similarly, what time did you finish work? Here also the same thing will happen. And here there is a comparison for you. Tom has lost his key. He can't get into the house. And here, Tom has lost his key yesterday. He couldn't get into the house. Here, when I'm talking about a finished time, that is here, look at here, this is yesterday. If we add yesterday, then I'm talking about a finished time, then I have to use simple past tense. But when I'm talking about not a finished time and he can't get into home, this is a present situation, so you have to use present perfect tense there. Is Clara here or has she left? That is, this is, I'm talking about a present situation. It is not a finished time, but when did Clara leave? That is, I am talking about a finished situation. That is, I am asking about a definite time. When I am asking about a definite time, we have to use simple past tense instead of present perfect. Now, until now and the finish time, what is the difference? When I'm talking about until now, we have to use present perfect. But if we are talking about a finish time, we have to use simple past. Here more examples for you. When it is until now, we have to use have done. But if it is a finished time, you have to use did or the second form of verb. See the examples now. I have done a lot of work today. That is today, here very important. Today is not finished yet. So until now, I am talking about today here for me. That is until now, from the morning until now. This is I am talking about. So I have to use or we have to use simple present perfect. But here I did a lot of work yesterday. Here I am talking about a finished time, that is yesterday. We have to use simple past tense. And we use the present perfect for a period of time that continues until now. What I am talking about, when this is very vital, when we are talking about a period of time, this is very vital. For example, today, this week, since 2010, these are very important. And we use simple past tense for a finished time in past. For example, yesterday, last week, from 2010 to 2015, etc. So here are the difference. Here more difference, here you find there is a structure for you. Here unfinished, today, unfinished action, that is today, past and now. You find that something is remaining. I am talking about until now, and yesterday, that is finished action. And here more examples for you. It hasn't rained this week and it didn't rain last week. You find that this week and last week, this is the difference. Similarly, have you seen Anna from this morning? That is until this morning. Did you see Anna this morning? That is, perhaps it is not morning now, it is afternoon or any time of day or any day or evening. We are talking about the finished time, so we have to use simple past tense. Here also there are more examples for you, and here you find, have you seen Tom recently? Here recently is not a finished time, it is until now. Or did you see here Tom on Sunday? Now I am talking about a particular time. When I am talking about a particular time, I have to use definitely simple past tense. More examples like this. I don't know where Lisa is. I haven't seen her. That is, I haven't seen her recently. That is, until now I haven't seen her. But was Lisa at the party on Sunday? I don't think so. I didn't see her. That means here in both of these cases, was and didn't, I have to use simple past tense because I'm talking about permanent or a finished action. We have been waiting for an hour. Now we are still waiting, and we waited or were waiting for an hour. That is, we are no longer waiting now. The present situation is that I am not waiting or we are not waiting. Similarly, here more example. Jack lives in Los Angeles. Has lived there for 7 years. That is, Jack lives in Los Angeles and he has lived there for 7 years. That is, he is continuing to living there. And Jack lived in New York for 10 years. Now he lives in Los Angeles. Here I am talking about Jack's past experience, that is the last 10 years. And here I have never played golf in my life. Here, until now, I'm talking about when I'm talking about until now, I have to use present perfect tense, but I didn't play golf last summer. That is, perhaps I play golf in several times in my life, but in last summer, that is a particular situation. In that time, I don't play that thing. So when I'm talking about a particular thing on a particular time, I have to use simple past tense instead of present perfect. It's the last day of your holiday. You say it's been a really good holiday. I have really enjoyed it. And after you come back, when it is the last day of your holiday, you are talking or discussing with your friend. But when you come back home, how do you explain your experience there? You have to use and you have to explain your experience simply using simple past tense. That is, let's see. It was a really good holiday. I really enjoyed it. So now you are at home. That is, you end your holidays there. But in the previous case, you didn't end your holiday. You are at the end of your holiday, last day of your holiday. So at the last day, or still you are in holiday, you have to use present perfect. And if you finish everything and you finished idea, you have to use simple past tense. Hope you like this video. If you have any queries, do not forget to comment in the comment section. I definitely reply them. So no more today. Thank you for listening and bye bye.